In just 9 short months, we can improve one of Amazon's largest problems. Our proposed business case focuses on addressing the current employee turnover at Amazon. It was developed by Dylan Moffett, Lily Gonzalez, and myself, Elena Vergara. Employee retention is one of the most vital parts of a business because without employees, the business wouldn't be able to exist or function at all. Throughout this presentation, we will discuss the current issue with Amazon's retention rate, 3 different possible solutions, and our final recommended course of action. Let's look at a quick overview of the report. We have 5 main goals in proposing this case. The first is improving employee retention company-wide. The second is to promote better organizational-wide communication. The third is to create a more positive and enjoyable work environment. The fourth is to increase employee productivity. And the fifth is to reduce the costs that are typically associated with retention. According to a study done by T.I. Chen in 2023, Amazon has a turnover rate of 3% of hourly employees per week. This adds up to an incredibly high yearly rate of 156% of hourly employees leaving the company. Because high turnover is associated with numerous negative effects like increased costs, low productivity, and low revenue, reducing the turnover rate could provide major and compounding benefits for Amazon. These improvements would ultimately be visible through several metrics, like the time it takes for each task, the rate of tasks, overall employee satisfaction, and the overall profitability for the company. At this point, I am going to hand the floor to Lily to discuss some of the solutions that we have developed.
There are several different solutions that can be implemented to improve employee retention. Our first alternative is a connections program. This is a survey conducted that asks employees about their satisfaction in their current role. The sole purpose was to create a solution to overcome low retention. While doing the survey, there were many concerns about employees being dishonest. This was due to many employees fearing that their answers may not actually be anonymous or that they may face retaliation. It was concluded that this was an ineffective solution to lowering the employee turnover rate as it doesn't provide accuracy. Another method to improving retention is by measuring the manager's success. The key to this was to focus on team development rather than team performance. Even though performance is important in any workplace, maintaining team development will overall be more successful. This will encourage employees to remain with Amazon and internally grow with the company. In addition, this will improve the workplace communication amongst all the employees as they will create a more positive and professional relationship. After reviewing a few different solutions, we decided that encouraging honest communication within weekly meetings will drastically improve employee retention for a number of reasons. By encouraging meetings, this will reduce the time that employees spend on daily surveys that may not be fully truthful or progressive. Whereas in meetings, it creates a workplace relationship where employees can freely speak about their questions or concerns. Overall, this will focus on the genuine satisfaction and the advancement in the workplace. Next, I'm going to hand the floor to Dylan to speak more on the recommendations and our conclusions.
Thank you, Lily. I will now be going over our recommendation and the rationale behind it. We plan on creating weekly meetings that will allow employees to create better communication among their superiors. The meetings would allow both individuals to provide feedback, create stronger connections, and ultimately build trust. The upside of meetings would foster stronger management-employee relationships. We do realize there are some risks involved implementing this policy, such as current issues with the Connections program and the time commitment of the meetings. While these meetings may take up time for the managers, it would also reduce the amount of time employees spend taking surveys, which would serve as a net positive. If managers are incapable of meeting with all their direct reports, then a human resources representative can help fulfill that role. The employees would alternate between seeing the representative and the manager. Now, on to our implementation. We plan to slowly implement this over the course of 9 months. The policy creation and implementation will require 9 months of work. Additionally, all supervisors will need a short training done in form of a 10-minute training video. We feel that this is most necessary to help them be more educated on the policy and be able to relay information between them and their employees. Um, what is expected of them in the meetings? The meetings will also take a small amount of time of small amount of management's time every month. The first 5 months would be reserved to the creation of the policy. This includes the writing process and review by the legal team, human resources, and other outside experts if necessary. The remaining 4 months would be dedicated to policy implementation and phasing out the connections program surveys that we already know were not useful. Now, on to our conclusion. The goal of this business case is to provide information detailing the opportunities available to reduce employee turnover and how doing so would be beneficial in many aspects. Increasing wages would reduce employee turnover, therefore reducing hiring and training costs. However, it would also increase payroll costs. The Active Connections program is an inaccurate metric of satisfaction due to privacy and retaliation concerns. Using monthly meetings to improve communication between management and employees helps to reduce the costs associated with hiring and training at a much lower cost. It also helps to promote several things such as positive workplace culture, which also helps reduce turnover, increases productivity, and combined with the decrease in costs, helps to boost overall profitability. These are the sources that we use throughout our business case and our business presentation. Thank you.
We would like to thank you all for attending our presentation over Amazon's employee retention rate. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask. We are more than happy to answer. We would also like to recognize SlidesGo for allowing us to use their services. Thank you.